Hello, hello, hello. My name is Darius, and this is a webinar on how to connect with your inner goddess so you can easily manifest the business of your dreams, your ideal business, and your ideal life. Okay, so if you're a manager, if you're already employed perhaps, or you're a coach, or you're in some sort of like a leadership position within your organization, and you feel like you've reached the ceiling within that, you feel like you can't grow anymore. You've learned all the lessons that you needed to learn, and it's like you want to expand, but you can't because of the limitations of your company, perhaps. And you feel like you have some sort of like a gift that you'd like to offer to the world, or like a really good business idea, or perhaps you feel like you've got a soul mission calling, like the destiny's calling you to create something magnificent, something that this world actually needs right now. But the thing is, if you feel like you've tried to set up your business perhaps already, and it feels like within that you hit this like invisible barrier which you just can't break through because it's so hard to pinpoint on exactly what it is, and you just get overwhelmed with all the things that you need to do, and you've worked hard at your company, at your job, and you sacrificed so much to be where you are right now, and you know you deserve more from life. But no matter what, you feel drained, you feel this burnout within yourself. It's like no matter how much effort you put into your work, it's like you're never enough. It's like what you do is never enough. But you're a driven woman, and you have ambitions, and you want to leave the legacy behind you for your children perhaps, or maybe for your grandchildren, or maybe for the colleagues, or maybe you want to bring some sort of like a beautiful shift in the world. Maybe you have something uniquely to offer. But you feel that, and you feel that inner calling within yourself, like the universe is pushing you to become more, to start something new, to feel free while doing what you love most, to reach your true potential of what you can actually do, be, have. But you're stuck in this hamster wheel of your business, and your own kind of limitations. As I said, this invisible barrier that's just blocking you from reaching your full potential. And you've tried everything to set up your business already. You've tried mentors, perhaps you had coaches, you went on like million courses, you've read hundreds or thousands of books on self-development, waking up at 5 a.m. in the morning just to get a bit more done, or you're staying until crazy o'clock just to keep pushing, keep grinding, chasing, pushing, hustling. But all those things are actually leaving you lost, confused, like you can never catch a break. It's like never ending to do list. It's always do, 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 do. And maybe perhaps you've tried Law of Attraction. I don't know if you've read The Secret or watched The Secrets, and you've tried to manifest, you try to visualize your ideal business or a situation where you are completely free. But instead of attracting success, instead of attracting your ideal business, you've ended up feeling exhausted, stuck, doubting your every step, or perhaps the law of attraction is giving you the opposite of what you've actually wanted. Or maybe you pushed yourself beyond your absolute limits trying to run your business while also working, just to end up burned out and getting to the point where you don't want to do it anymore because you've pushed yourself so much, and you've got so much like resistance towards that is just like, I don't want to do it anymore. um, Leading you to come back to your old job like a beaten dog with your tail between your legs. Here's the truth: success in business doesn't actually require burnout or endless hustle. When you actually let go of doubt and align with your higher self, you start to, the work literally becomes play. And instead of forcing things, you attract them effortlessly into your life and business. Like imagine a life where you can enjoy retreats, going on personal growth, going to festivals, or maybe spending time with your loved ones, all guilt free, knowing that while your business is grows effortlessly in harmony with your soul's purpose, while you also bring a positive change to the world through the service or product that you bring. You don't have to ask for permission from anyone to book that day off if you want to, because you are your own boss. You are the creator of your universe. And you finally recognize yourself as divine creator. You truly are fully worthy, fully deserving, completely in flow with the universe. When you shift into this energy, the universe on the outside of you has no choice but you meet you there, bringing clients, success, ease, and opportunity effortlessly into your life. And you break the code of the matrix and you embody your inner goddess. So my promise for this video: how to connect with your inner goddess so you can easily manifest your ideal business. You're probably wondering, how? Well, I'm not here to sell you anything on this webinar, but if you stay until the end, I've got something special for you. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a free bonus training. So to get the manifestation code, stay until the end and I'll tell you exactly how to get as I said, the manifestation code, which is the 3 godly beliefs you can't manifest without. Literally, this stuff is just pure gold. By not following those 3 beliefs, but it literally destroys your ability to manifest your ideal business and your ideal reality. No matter how hard you try, no matter how much grinding you do, no matter how much work you put into it, by not following those 3 beliefs, that's going to take you out every single time. So it's quite vital. So for 9 long years, I tried everything. Oh my God. I've tried vision boards, never ending to-do list, endless courses, law of attraction many times, read The Secret, watched The Secret so many times, did so many programs about like law of attraction, manifestation. I had like so many coaches, so many mentors. Yep, coaches. I've tried witchcraft. But nothing truly worked. And instead, I faced setback after setback, burnout after burnout, questioning if I'd ever figure out how law of attraction works, how to actually manifest your dreams, how to manifest your ideal business, until one day it all clicked. Have you ever felt like no matter what you do, the law of attraction just won't give you what you want? What if I told you that you've only been given half the truth about how manifestation actually works to bring your ideal reality or ideal business? There's a hidden reason why law of attraction hasn't worked, and once you see it, woo, everything changes. But before we go deeper into this secret, let me introduce myself. Like, what gives me permission to talk about this stuff? So, let's start from the beginning. So, my name is Darius. I was born in Poland, if you're wondering, where's the accent coming from? But I lived most of my life in United Kingdom. I mean, at least in this incarnation. But let's not go further than that for this video. Okay, so in 2016, I start my journey as a life coach, which completely changed the trajectory of my life. Later on, 2 years later, I was accredited with the Coaching Academy, and through 2 year process, it took me to master the model called the GROW model. So you focus on your goal. What is your goal? You focus on reality. What is the current reality of this goal? Then what are the options? What could you do? And then a way forward. So what will you do in order to achieve your goals? So I had clients come to me with all sorts of like confusion, all sorts of like untangled, tangled thoughts, tangled processes within themselves. And the role of a coach, my role of a coach, was to help the client like narrow it down, and so they know exactly what they're focusing on. And I was helping a lot of people. And then in 2018, I began my work as NLP practitioner, meaning, probably wondering what is this NLP stuff. So it stands for Neuro Linguistic Programming. I was like, what? Still sounds confusing. So basically, what it is, neuro is to do with the brain, linguistic is to do with the language, and programming is to do with programming. So what it means is I was helping my clients to have like a remote control for their brain, so they can control what thoughts are coming into their mind, like what to notice them, and to be able to respond in a much healthier way than they have been thus far, or being able to install specific things like inner confidence, or being able to overcome doubt, or being able to like shift some of the stuff from the past that has been like triggering them, or healing like pain body within the body through, again, through like intense imagination. It's very, it's like practical magic. But I felt like I knew it all, because I'm like, I know how to help people on like intellectual level. I know how to help people like reprogram their like unconscious mind so they have freedom. I feel like I knew it all. Yet my ideal reality was still not manifesting. I still couldn't get my business off the ground, and I was still struggling. And what's worse, I was going in this like downward spiral, and then COVID hit, and then that's when felt my like deep depression moment. That's when I was like the lowest in my life. I felt I knew it all because I've done so many courses. Whoa, I know so much. But I still felt depressed. I still felt like something is missing. And out of desperation, I was forced, literally, to reach for something bigger than myself. And I found some techniques how I can literally connect to this, like, divinity, literally, divine light, like the consciousness from which we all came from, and which from what I believe we'll all go back to. So I was able to like bring this energy, put this into my body first, and like I start to experience so many beautiful shifts straight away. It was magnificent. And then I start opening portals for archangels to help me manifest, as well as like heal myself. So I start, as I said, witchcraft. So I start opening portals for like Archangel Gabriel, Raphael, Uriel, Michael, Metatron, Sandalphon. I've got all these statues. Um, and honestly, it's like I had counselors in my head who are helping me on my journey, who are helping me grow, heal, notice like my own like limitations that I was setting for myself. So 3 months in, and I had my first encounter with God. With like the God showed himself to me as a one single person. And funnily enough, I was disappointed. Right? So basically, I'm in heaven walking on clouds, and then God showed himself to me, all dressed in white. And I see myself, and I'm like, oh, it's you. I thought it would be somebody better than that. But in that second, I also realized that this doesn't just apply to me. And in that moment, I realized we were all created in God's image because God's consciousness is within us. That's what I understood in that moment. So the reason why I felt disappointed back then in 2020 was, as God told me, the reason why you feel disappointed is because deep down inside you don't love yourself. So that really just sent me back to earth straight away. But what a moment it was. I mean, there's more to this story. Maybe another time we can talk about that. But anyways, 2020, I managed to attract, working with, and for one of the Law of Attraction experts who was trained by Bob Proctor. If you've read The Secrets, there's loads of beautiful quotes wrote into The Secret from Bob Proctor, and I did the course Thinking into Results. And can't speak. I was imagining all those millions and millions and millions, But despite all that information, all that guidance, all that connection, all that hard work I put into, into attracting this stuff into me, I still struggled, right? I did everything right, yet I ended up not having enough money to pay rent. I mean, what is going on? I'm literally working with I've got the best stuff about law of attraction. I literally have access to angels. I have access to my, like, what I call my higher self. I have access to divinity. I have access to so much. I've done so many courses, right? Yeah, I can't even pay rent. Like, what is going on? What is going on? So, life, me with 14 shiny rocks in my pocket and nothing left to lose. Or I shall say, me with 14 shiny rocks in my pocket and nothing left to lose. So, to survive this environment, I knew I had to do something different. Literally, I had to let go of other people's knowledge, of other people's beliefs, of other people's, you should do it like this, or you should do it like this, or you should do it like that. I had to let go of all of that and put the best stuff that I know together, the best stuff that I know works for a fact, put it together. And only then I start shifting. Everything started to shift. I started to manifest like crazy. I managed to get into my dream location, have the seafront view, uh, to be able to have so many beautiful experiences, like so many shamanic different retreats, different festivals. I went to see Tony Robbins with my good friends. I didn't have to pay for it. I even had free accommodation. I managed to attract other like-minded people into me. Yeah, I went to like so many different things. Like, this is at Stonehenge, this is at another festival. So yeah, I even went. Basically, I was sent in my previous work when I was working as a teacher, working with autistic children, to go to Gran Canaria, where I was paid double, and I was like, I went to all the go karting. I went into, like, we stayed in two different villas, where, as I said, it was all flowing so well. I started going to I went to America with a group of my friends. We went, including to Reno. We've also been to Burning Man, a festival. I don't know if you've heard of Burning Man, but this is like the biggest festival, like, of the world, but one of the biggest ones. This is like the culmination picture of when they shot the fireworks, and somebody gave me these like hard glasses. It was just a perfect moment. So I even got my wings. I mean, they're a little bit upgraded now than what you can see in this picture. But and despite my fear of heights, I learned how to fly. And once I landed, I discovered my soul mission. Like, what am I actually here to do? Like, am I just here to enjoy myself? Am I just here to just do whatever? No, my soul mission is to actually help people, women specifically, to realize that they are divine creators living as humans, so they can create lives and businesses of their dreams, bringing heaven on earth for themselves and other people they surround with. The reason why I love working with women is because I found women to be a lot deeper, to be a lot more intuitive in a sense. And and what I'm about to uncover, it really helps to connect with that inner intuition. So, anyways, meet Sine, one of my clients. I found myself in a situation that I could not change, that I've decided was quote unquote hard. And I was able to recognize my power in this situation and shifted my perception, realizing that it was indeed not hard at all. We were laughing by the end of how actually very easy it was. So, the choice is yours. There's an easy way and a hard way. And look, I've spent thousands of hours, I mean 9 years of my life, and about like learning how to take my business to the next level without burning myself out. And there's a hard way and an easy way. So let's look at some of the hard ways. So, hard way number one: success is about doing more. The more you do, the more successful you'll be, right? Certificates of death Cause of death: overworked. More tasks don't actually equal more results, but instead they create burnout because of overworking, because of what you associate to work in the first place. Success is about doing what is aligned with your energy and your purpose. It's about following that inner passion, where this is where you tap to this unlimited supply of energy, and just work becomes play. It's You're not forcing yourself to do what you need to do. Instead, it just flows naturally. So let's look at hard way number 2: law of attraction. What? Okay, let's look at this. Why law of attraction won't don't work for most people. Let's look at that. So this is a mind or brain of a typical person. They have literally all sorts of thoughts going in all directions throughout the day. So, whatever you send into the universe, you attract into your life. But if this is how your mind looks like, it's shooting in all directions, how can you manifest anything? Because you want one thing, and then unconsciously, through some emotion or some sort of response from somebody, now you think of something else, and you kind of sabotage your original idea. But let's go deeper. Reason why law of attraction won't work: your unconscious beliefs shape your reality. So whatever you think on the inside, on like the deeper layer, this shapes your reality without you knowing. So an average person has around 60,000 thoughts every single day, and 98 of those thoughts are unconscious, meaning that you don't even know you have them. And all it takes is that one single doubtful thought to trigger the spiral of guilt, shame, which puts you out of alignment with what you are actually manifesting, and hinders your success in attracting what you desire, confusing the universe on the outside in the process. Because you're confused on the inside, the universe on the outside reflects that. And that only happens because if you don't truly believe you're worthy of success, you're worthy of that manifestation, you're worthy of that dream business, doubt will kill your manifestations every single time. So imagine, like, this is your potential. This is what you're at the very top. This is what you're trying to manifest. This is you doing your visualizations. You're doing your law of attraction. Boom. This is your potential coming from the source, and boom, you hit one of the leakages. I'm not good enough, and then you carry on, and then another leakage. Boom. What others may think about my choices. Boom, I think it's a stupid idea. Oh, I don't think I have it in me. I'm not confident as others. Oh, I'm too old to follow my heart. And then you get a single drop of potential from all that beautiful flow that you had at the very beginning. These limiting beliefs, these unconscious limiting beliefs, have leaked your potential. So let's look at hard way number 3. If you visualize it, it will happen. So why visualization alone is not enough to manifest your desires? Let's look at that. So when will my millions finally arrive? And you can think of the millions coming through to you. And when will they arrive? Will somebody just drop a bag outside my house? Is that what's gonna happen? Most people miss out on a very important aspect of law of attraction, and that is you can't spell attraction without action. There's like a cause and effect. You must pair visualization with what comes to you with aligned action, doing the right thing that will actually bring you the success and your desired reality into fruition. You, as I said, you are living in your own universe, and through you create. But how do you actually make this shift? Understanding alignment is one thing, but having a clear, repeatable method to step into your power and flow to manifest success, that changes everything. Then I discovered this one method that fixed every problem for my clients and myself, helping them to let go of doubts, channel their higher self, channel their inner god or inner goddess into their body, and so they can manifest effortlessly. Drum roll, drum 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 drum. Activate your goddess method. So here are 3 simple steps to do it. Okay. Activate your goddess method. Step number 1. Ignite your power. So you remember the leak, with all those limiting beliefs, the potential leaking out. So this step actually helps you to put a stop to those leaks. Okay, so reveal and transform beliefs leaking your manifestation power. So we look at, like, basically, where are the leaks in your system? What are the limiting beliefs that you set upon yourself? So first we uncover those, and then we harness, instead of like, oh, I shouldn't be thinking that, I shouldn't be feeling that, instead you harness their energy, turning that doubt into unstoppable motivation for your business growth. Literally, it's called alchemization, actually. So you alchemize those limiting beliefs and turn them into something you can actually use. And then once you did that process, you then replace those limitations with empowering truths, with empowering beliefs to give you that lasting momentum. So this is step number 1: ignite your power. So why? Fear and doubt drain your energy and create resistance for your manifestation. Transforming them into fuel actually unlocks certainty and sustainable drive towards achieving of your goals, of your manifestations. Replacing self-doubt with empowered beliefs allows success to flow a lot easier. And when you make this shift, confidence becomes unshakable, becomes so strong within yourself. No more leaks. And then boom, your potential comes in, and you know what, I am more than enough. And then boom, my ideas have value. Boom, I trust my choices. Boom, I believe in myself. Boom, it's never too late to follow my heart. And then boom, your results come through because there are no leakages. The potential manifests into results because it's been transferred through you, and you actually support this flow of energy rather than leaking the energy out. So that's step number 1. Step number 2. This is a really good one. Okay, divine imprint. Oh yeah, you need to hear this story. So that was about 2 years ago. I was doing rituals, opening portals for archangels, and I was bringing the energy of prosperity. And I was using this energy, putting this into this bowl of perfume called gold dust, I believe. And at one point, I felt I had so much energy in this bottle. I literally felt with my mind's eye that I was holding as much energy as the sun itself. And I was like, whoa, that's powerful. And I was asked to put 1 drop on my ring, 1 drop on here, and 1 drop landed on my drum cover, and I went to bed. And this is where divine imprint came into my mind. Literally, I had like downloads of how I can put so many different ideas together into one mega powerful tool that helps people to connect with their higher self, that helps to bring their manifestation forwards, to help people realize what is their mission here on earth, and save it within their body. So divine imprint. Activate your divine blueprint or imprint to connect with your higher self, to embody your inner goddess, your unique energetic imprint. You remember the time when I said I saw God as, like, for me, I saw myself. So this is the point where you get to connect to that goddess and bring that energy into your body, like your specific divine imprint that's designed especially for you. You get to harness this beautiful energy and put it inside your body. So this process charges your energy center, seven chakras. I assume you've heard of the chakras before. It aligns them and amplifying them basically. So these are the seven of the chakra centers that you get to energize each one of them one by one. So this allows to access certainty about what, as I said, what your soul mission is. Have laser focus on what business you actually want to create, and what life you want to live. Activating and charging your chakras also clears stagnation, fueling your confidence, and then sending a signal into your universe with what reality you are vibrating. It's called quantum shift in other esoteric or law of attraction terminology. So basically what you do, you embody your future self into your own body, basically, as if it's already there. And then it's like you're guided and you know exactly what to focus on. Your intuition is so much higher. Manifestation is embodiment. So, meaning you don't attract what you want, you attract who you are. And uh, this shifts you from hoping to knowing by embodying the version of you that already has success. Embodying your highest self makes manifestation inevitable unless you say otherwise. So these are the chakras. So basically, by each of the chakras, I'm asking coaching questions to help you connect with different things, different part of your soul mission. So boom, you activate the chakras, you connect to what I call your higher self, which is like the chakra even like above the top one, and you channel the energy from your higher self shooting down into each and every one of the chakras while I'm asking you coaching questions to help you realize, about through each and every step. And then you actually embody your inner goddess. So let's look. So this is step number two. So let's look at step number three. So effortless creation. So you've let go of your limitations, right? You turn them into fuel. You have loads of drive. You channeled your higher self. You brought this into your body. So now it's time to create a step-by-step plan of how you are actually going to bring your dream, your ideal business into reality. How are you actually going to do this? And we do this by breaking the big dream, the big goal, into small, tangible actions that will fill you with passion and excitement rather than something that you dread to do because, oh my God, it's another thing that I have to do. No, you'd be excited to do them because you'd be in flow with what you actually want to bring. Why? Entering flow state when work becomes play. Yeah, so you enter this like state where you just know exactly what to focus on, and instead of pushing for results, it becomes easy. You follow aligned actions that came through from your higher self. So you basically reconnect to the time where you connected to your higher self and what came to you then. How are you actually going to manifest this reality? What is the plan? How are we going to do this? So this helps you to actually find out what is the plan. How are we going to do this? And that's where you have the aligned action, and which will feel, as I said, effortless and exciting. Instead of pushing for results, you naturally flow towards them. And when you are in flow, applying yourself, have certainty with who you are and what you want, universe on the outside of you meets you halfway, bringing the right opportunities, people, insights exactly as you need them. It's like you unlock this lock within you. You discover this intuition that you know exactly where to place your energy in order to get what you want. And when doors have been closed before, all of a sudden they open up fully, and opportunities and results flow to you instead of you having to chase after them. And the world's your oyster, because you know wherever you put your energy, you're going to get that back. but it's all up to you. It's your universe. It's what you do with it. So, 3 simple steps to activate your goddess. Step number 1, ignite your power. Let go of your limiting beliefs, turn them into fuel. Then, step number 2, divine imprint. Channel your higher self. Get that inner intuition, those divine downloads come to you on what to do, what is your soul mission. And then, effortlessly create the reality that you deserve. Effortlessly create the business that you deserve. Leave the legacy that you was born to make. And when put together, when all those 3 are put together, they end the endless cycles of burnout and you become an unstoppable goddess in under 90 days. Question: do you want to spend the most amount of time, money, and energy to make the least amount of progress? Or do you want to spend the least amount of time, money, and energy to make the most amount of progress? How many days out of the last 30 have you spent being stuck in someone else's box? How many days out of the last 30 have you spent grinding to set your business, trying new things, and being confused on what to do because it's literally showering you with in every way. Everyone wants your attention, everyone wants you to invest in them. So many different strategies out there, you get so confused on what to do and you get lost and you get overwhelmed. How many days out of the last 30 have you spent like that? How many days out of the last 30 should you have spent being in complete flow and free, being your own boss, not having to ask for permission from anybody? You are the creator rather than you following the crowd. For example, in the last 30 days, 25 of them you were stuck in an operator inside the cogs of your company. Oh! But you should be living every day being a divine creator of your business, growing exponentially and enjoying life in the process. The difference is 25 days or 600 hours that you could be manifesting effortlessly and honoring your divine self in the process. Or 300 days over the last 12 months. Or 8 years out of the next 10. Wasted because you were not connected with your goddess within. You didn't have that connection. Your limiting beliefs disabled you from being able to reach your true potential. All that because you didn't have the right model. So how much money have you wasted on courses, on seminars, on coaches to set up your business that haven't worked? 1,000? 2,000? How much money haven't you made in the time you've been suffering from burnout, from overworking yourself? 1,000? 2,000? I wasted over £30,000 on all sorts of different courses, strategies, whatnot. I had so many different coaches, so many different mentors that didn't work. I lost about 1 million of potential, probably more, of what I could have actually done in that time, way more than that. And 9 years of my life stuck. So how much time and money is it costing you to keep being stuck in that endless cycles of burnout and not activating your inner goddess? Because there is a solution here. Hope you'll figure it out eventually. Well, that's like banging your heads against the wall. Because if you knew how to do it, you would have done it by now. So I asked myself a simple question. If the process I used led me to the same cycles repeating over and over, then it's time to find a new process so I can take my business to the next level fast. Here's how we can actually fix this starting today. There's a great window of opportunity for you. And as you can probably tell, As I speak, I'm quite big on working with the action takers. So I'd like to help the action takers now take the next step. I'd like to give you the opportunity to leverage what I've learned through the process of sacrificing 9 years in quote unquote solution, doing everything the hard way. Yeah, having done everything the wrong way and learning the hard way how to effectively manifest dream business and dream reality, and of personally living life of freedom while my dreams are being manifested effortlessly. I would like to set up 100% completely free activate your goddess method blueprint call. I'd like to personally walk you through the exact method that me and my clients have been using to finally exit the hamster wheel, break through the matrix, connect with your inner god, inner goddess within, and so you can manifest the business and the life of your dreams. So literally there's a link below somewhere there. If you click on it, that will take you to book a call with myself or one of my colleagues. We will personally put together a complete blueprint for you so you find out for yourself what your soul is truly capable of manifesting. Use this customized blueprint to fast track yourself right to being a true goddess and manifest the life and business of your dreams. You will leave this call with the exact system me and my clients have used to awaken the inner divinity within. This is not a sales pitch call. And here's the high pressure pitch that will happen at the end of the call. I'll simply ask you, would you like my help implementing your customized blueprint? And you can simply answer yes or no. However, I only bring a select few clients each month, so I am quite selective with who I actually put on board to see if they're even worthy, if they have what it takes to become a goddess in the first place, and help them create their empire using Activate Your Goddess method. So how to get your bonus giveaway I was mentioning earlier, the manifestation code, the 3 godly beliefs you can't manifest without. If you've waited this long, within the next 2 days or so, you should be able to receive it via email. So going back to the call, the best thing that will happen is you love the customized plan we created for you on the call and you want to become a client of mine. Taking this call is the single most important thing you can do right now to create the business that is most aligned with your soul. Create your own reality and experience what true freedom really feels like. Activate your goddess method. So click the button below to book a call. So let's go through one of my clients, Sane. I'd found myself in a situation that I could not change and that I decided was quote unquote hard. I was able to recognize my power in this situation and shift my perception, realizing that it was indeed not hard at all. We were laughing by the end of how actually very easy it was. And then you've got another client, Love and Light Tarot. He has inspired me to tap into my intuition, to be more self-disciplined and self-loving. I've achieved more of a balance in my life, allowing myself to do more self-care things that will in turn help my business. I'm beginning to feel more like an empress than a person who had little confidence in myself. So yeah, and let's look at Anna. He's very intuitive and helped me to work through a lot of blocks I had around career and ideal path I wanted to take. He helped me gain clarity inside and expansiveness around what's possible. So yeah, activate your goddess method. I shall see you on the other side. Goodbye.